it's good to see him able to show us the promise of what was, right? Because he was one of those great NA what-ifs. And now we're finding out the what-dos. Good A control, smokes up, should be a bomb plant, no one out towards Ticket, so this retake A setup's a little bit rough, and this control going to be taken by NRG. Instead, Legacy going to be counting on Lux here on this aggro flank. Working his way into Palace, actually, not just the ramp, and I think Bro's just missed him.
Got a lot of presence in CT here. They're going to look to take a fight head-on off the back of the flashbang. Perfectly timed, everyone blind. Zotic and George tearing through the remainder of the defense right there. Now this flank is all that you have to lean on. The kit dropped in CT as well. Maybe Lux can make something out of nothing, but the position's still strong for the post. Starting to scale into the site. While being tapped here, trying to bait out the swings here, but I think at this point it's already a little too late, and Zotic coming through with the closing statement. You know, kind of splitting it right down the middle. It was Legacy controlling it all the way through, and then they got shut out from that point forward. George flying through the sky right there, trying to throw off the aim of Nissim though. And Lux also here on the scene, so they're having a tough time breaking through, and Nissim gets the multi. So a little bit of a problem to get in on this site. Lux still firing up here, but Bro and Zotic keeping things contained. It went through the smoke from Bro.
Wow.
Flips around on its head. And they'll be able to close it out despite the stack. Gonna come down to this ladder position. How much can he get out of the spot? How much diligence is NRG gonna do clearing this out? Sad's an instant dismissal onto Sonic with the Deeg, and he's able to get out of dodge, reposition, and now you get to line up that stack a lot more effective. At this point in time, NRG starting to rethink this movement towards B. Or are they? No, they're committed, and this is a deadly stack right now.
This could be really bad. This could be really rough. You do have 2 mass separated. Nice damage on Talato. They've got the util. They still have the firepower, but all the numbers in the right place. And Legacy haven't revealed their hand just yet. Here it goes. Now's out the numbers. Nissim swings. Again, effective on that 5-7. And NRG might just be sticking their face into the blender, but they seem to be dulling the blades. Bomb's going to go down. George is so low, but still able to collect sets in, making a jump through the smoke. It's just a P250, man. It's just a P250, and a long-range engagements against Zotic. If this gets checked, should be him done and dusted. For the moment, they're not revealing their hands, so Dumau's going to be able to condense the angle. If he can get that P250 right point-blank range, that might be enough. A dance with Zotic, a footstep made. He knows where he is now, but Zotic, sure hands on the trigger, will keep that one from spiraling out of control.
NRG's able to kind of work around him. At this point in time, playing a bit passive towards Ticket. Smoke spam looking pretty good there from Palace, putting a lot of emphasis on dealing with Lux, keeping him at bay, and he's forced to run through the smoke. Great contact taken by Sonic, and now Sadzin also striking here. They still have to deal with this duo.
Let's find out the Lato. This makes it a lot more difficult. Having that crossfire give you some advantages. Harassing Sadzin, trying to push him off of the angle. Still presence in towards combat as these smokes fade. Things are going to get really risky. Sadzin's burning, and he's blind, and he's gone. The flames clear out the op. So it's left to these 2 rifles dancing back from the stairs and losing the numbers down to the clutch. Bro on Dumau, and Bro over the top takes the fight, doesn't bother with the bomb, secures the round. Zotic opping at the it's an exciting prospect. Sonic on and dust. Able to trade the seconds. Incredible heavy emphasis on this mid-fight, and it's worked, but it's cost them so much. Still, Lato holds strong elsewhere. And when Nissim's damage done, it's all onto Bro. Once again, a clutch required. This time a 1v3. Might just be too much to ask. He'll retake this space in towards middle. Talking about that legacy aggression, they went for it again, and this time it paid off.
So many different fronts. Dumau pressing through. Underpass here now on towards Cat. Bro has to deal with them. Gonna be a tough angle to clear. And he's gonna give his back over for an easy pick up there. Now, here's the questions that you have to ask when it comes down to the wire every round, time and time again. As the third smoke, you can see he's still lining up some of that utility so that they can scale up connector quickly off the back of that. Flashbang in, smoke also down, and yeah, they can just scale fairly comfortably with the quick trades available in towards this A-bomb site. Nice pathing from Zada to try and clear out Lotto, but he just can't track the kill. We'll trade him out though, and into the site they go. They still have to deal with Sadzin, and a great flash to flush him out of the round here.
Actually, not a huge commit on the fight, right? I mean, that was an opportunity that could have caught the opper on the smoke fade. That's messy for both sides, but it comes out for NRG. And I mean, we see the health bars, but he's got an op. Yes, there's a little bit of money to play with, but not enough to throw away the big green. Bro's already getting active on this hunt. He's getting active on this wrap, knowing what Sudzin will likely back into. Anticipating the play, but the op is ready. Great awareness to not give up that opportunity. Be interesting to see, I mean, certainly for the Americas VRS, but for the World VRS as well, right? The implication of both the Pro League and these last few lands that we've got. Nice find for Nitro. Early start. We got Fragidelphia coming up here next weekend. And that's basically going to be an RMR. Bro, whipping around for a quick shot onto Lato. At this point, they are just getting dumpstered. Sudzin some effort, but trying to pogo stick his way away. And this time, it's comfortable for NRG. No threat, no close rounds, no clutch required. Sometimes you need a mulligan.
One less smoke, but job's still done.
What if we had a mulligan button to Valve, to Counter-Strike, to Valve, to Counter-Strike? You know, you get one smoke. I threw that wrong. Sonic swung that wrong. Dead to Sudzin. Not feeling so good here, but players out towards the catwalk. Nice dink on the swing, and George, first one out, wasn't expecting the second player close up. Bro, though, can correct the mistakes. And what was starting to look a little disastrous for NRG still winds up in a 2-on-2, with Bro slipping into the E-box. Lato trying to chew up some real estate here on catwalk. And a fight to market.
Oh my God.
Winds up with another headshot. Bro so confident right now on these peaks.
And Bro heard the last player on cat running up as well, so they immediately know and react. Perfect pose plans here. Just a little bit of jump spotting, but Lato absolutely destroys Bro.
He knows that
chance. The jump spot that I've never seen before. Lato now trying to lock in on the last. Zodic just staying alive and buying more time. There is no kit.
It's done.
So this round done and dusted here. Can he get the extra kill on his way out? It's the only question, because everyone going down with the ship at this point. And Zodic gonna add a little bit of icing on top of the cake right there and close things down.
7-2. They'll take it any way you slice it. And Bro, full credit to him. Monstrous in that round, has had a very strong map of Mirage. Lato traded. Good damage, but they don't quite have the firepower for these sustained engagements, and they're getting run down. It's Fearless from NRG, as we've seen. They work as a pack, and it works well. A smoke left behind.
Oh, they're interested.
Don't go back for the smoke. They're going back for the smoke? Surely not. No,
Oh my God.
Ready. He's like, where are they? It's got to be a flank. I know. I'm ready. I'm aware. It does feel like this situation... I mean, we still need to see the sample size for NRG, still need to see the results for NRG, but it does feel like a situation where... Nice push for Lato. It's almost been an upgrade for both teams. From NRG and M80. Maybe everyone's wound up with the best of all worlds. Legacy with a 5v4, with the guns, with the AWP. Even got a kit.
Just showing a little bit of something here, and nicely done from Sudzin. The back of his teammate Smalley starts to queue up the rest of the aggression.
And I mean, to be fair, if they can do substantial damage, it would be a scale tipper. That's a big wood. Might be assuming that having shown a lot of presence here might be the lighter side now, but it won't be. Served up. All falls to Sonic. 1v5.
Take the op out. That would be huge.
The Sonic 1v5 ace clutch. Well, neither have I.
Keep things in the mix. One last kind of scrappy purchase rolling out here for NRG. One AK in the hands of George. The rest have pistols, and Deagle used effectively by Bro. The trades, though, not available. So dropping down the AK here, putting it into a 4v3.
Now they'll hear the player coming up underpass. That's going to be Dumel who hears it, but do they realize where Sonic is?
They got time to wait for this flank.
Coming out the window, instead of risking the door, the player to his left, he hears the scope! Can't snap around for the next, but now it's Dumel in a 1v2. Dancing with the Tech-9s, and he's run down before reinforcements can get here. The bomb will be planted, and they've got a rifle in Nitro's hands. A little bit extra damage on the Lux. We know Lato is low from earlier. They can't let this round slip. Not to keep the momentum going into the half. Legacy still have a lead to erase. They need to be able to grasp it now. Nitro ready, swings at the right time, and Sonic's got his hands on an off Lux. What can you do? Nothing. A final round to dash Legacy's hopes as we take a break.
See if they can get the pistol and start a conversation for this comeback.
This is being read. Look at this. They want to do a B split, but NRG seem to know where it's coming. They've got the presence very close at hand. Chip up damage on the nade, but they'll need to get it done with the pistols. Bodies in place are all well and good, but you still need execution, and that will come from the barrel of Sonic and Nitro. Lux dinked up. Now Zodic's here to support as well, and they're running out of numbers on the Legacy side. Lato going to try and change that calculus. Still need to get the bomb down. 2-on-3 on the site, dancing around the empty pillar. Lato forced to step a little bit back. A quiet moment here, but not for long. Constantly just trying to eke out a chance at a headshot, and George standing and delivering. He'll serve himself up. Lotto body shot down. No chance to plant this. You just gotta fight, and Sadzin's doing exactly that. It falls to Zodic. Sadzin's painted into the corner, wants to try and force that issue. Pulls Lato off the bomb plant, at least for the moment. So the low man doesn't want to face too much, and he's just constantly toying with them, running out of bullets. At some point, one in the gun, and Lato delivers it instead. That is a massive recovery for a Legacy team that needed something to break their way. One flash.
Yeah, one flash, 4 USPs chasing things down. It's a good way to get some W's.
Lux?
That's not a good way to get some W's.
I don't know what happened there. He had the smoke out.
Panic.
Little stutter in the brain happens sometimes, but that makes things a lot better when Lato just finds the angle through the smoke. Happen to know where Nitro like to stand, and NRG have nobody in this zip code.
This is already lining up to be a little bit of a save at this point here. No one rotating, no one showing that urgency. Nissim going to be put to the task of trying to find as many kills as possible. One kill in, as you said, maybe a little bit of preparation rolling through there.
The funniest part is I don't think Legacy's seen a player from NRG yet. Right? That was a blind fire through smoke. Nissim barely spots George, but still finds the kill. And Nissim is just a wrecking ball right now. Thrown down the lane, he's knocking pins down left, right, and center.
Oh.
And they may not get out of this with anything, despite saving right off the rip. It's now Sonic trying to play a very dangerous game of hide and seek.
It was a sideline one, still dancing, but yeah, he'll be knocked out for sure. And there you go, little energy being re-inspired into the Legacy camp here. Complete reversal of what happened yesterday with this team, where I think that angle pretty good for jump spots. Gives you a little bit more of a window. But again, they're finding the empty bomb site here. You can't afford to lose this lurk, because now that shuts off the pathway in towards the safe side. No chance to reroute, and you gotta walk into the stack here.
This is gonna get a little messy. Zodic with a USP finds that damage. Uh-oh, Legacy. Uh-oh, big trouble coming on in. 2 off the CZ. Up on top of the box. Nitro has just completely disrupted this play. Nissim drops down. They know where he is. They're playing around him. That's a dink up, and Nitro could follow it up. Disaster on for Legacy. The pistols, not even armor behind it, and that is devastation.
And absolutely thrives with it. He's one of the few players where I actually think, you know, if he has it, he's going to find impact like the 5-7 does.
Nitro's allowed to buy whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He's got the tenure. He can do whatever he wants. We're never going to critique that choice. Close up. Sonic finds the one. The second is well blinded up. Still able to collect on the spray, knowing his angles. They gain space up catwalk, but Nitro commits, and this time only walks away with the single. Ooh. Off shot missed. That's the invitation in. That's all that they needed. Zodic doesn't have a lot of room to rumble, but if you swing him, he can certainly punish. Can't do anything about this bomb for the moment, but he can buy time for his teammates to rally. That nade softens them up a bit.
Goodness.
Oh boy, they want it. They want to get into Nitro's spot, but they're not quite as nimble.
Missed him on the clear.
Stacked up, spotted. Should have a decent idea. They haven't been able to slip away with this vision out of the market. Are they expecting the 2? Now it's revealed. Now they certainly know. Sadzin, last man alive, last man to fall. Plenty of time for that defuse. And NRG creep closer to the dub.
Trying to help out those anchors. One more chance here for Legacy. We'll see if it's their last with the guns out. Gonna try to speed it up towards A. They are keeping the high-octane Counter-Strike afloat here, and this time it's being read out by George. 2 quick headshots. and leaving this A side take leveled. Another one while blind, spraying him down. Sad's in to fall next. And a 2v5 here as they're getting shut out now on Mirage. A chance for Nissim. 2 kills though back in return. Zotic and Bro both fall, so they're not done just yet.
He has been the man when they needed a spark plug. He's been the one to deliver, but unfortunately, he's the only one delivering in this round. So Nissim knows he's locked out. Still got to give it a try, of course, and that bomb committed. This might as well be his best avenue through every piece of util imaginable. Nissim to his death. It's NRG. 13 rounds, a strong Mirage. And I mean, they're even just looking calm, stepping up. No hype. Off we go, away into the server. They're sitting up in their chairs, I'll tell you that much. They're locked in for this one. NRG sniffing a potential win. And Legacy sniffing that stink of desperation. Quick control upper. Numbers getting punched in, bombs down. Sonic, though, has collected on the first. Shots through smoke effective. And so whittling away one of those numbers early on will make this retake that much easier. George with the dualies. Hearing them take their space in lobby, so he bides his time, he waits. He's calling to his team, hey, chill out a sec. Flashbang's over. 1, then 2. Dumao blind as can be, and now it's pure pain, but they caught a little bit of that themselves. A little bit awkward dancing under the heaven shutters, but it's all on the Lotto, and he is out of position to do anything about this defuse. They could just stick it. He can't do diddly squat.
Nicely done. I mean, that's just a flawless retake. I love the discipline from George. Zotic and Op. That's very nice of him.
That is
Round
very
2.
nice of him.
He's rocking an MP9 and no head Kevlars as Zotic wasn't able to stop them from crossing. It's still the MP9 that's able to find some success, and Sonic still thriving. The Deagles versus the USPs only to be put down on the flank from Nissim. Big time impact here. Now that Op still has to try and find some impact as well, and safety and crossing in towards ramp, but everyone down in towards the slower side means Nissim can recover the bomb, and he has to pull through an ace clutch.
Oh boy. We were giving him some flowers for some moments on Mirage. This would be the most tremendous one yet. He's going to be given the opportunity to plant his bomb, so it's already a good find. Here's the player getting in towards heaven, so Zotic making no secret of that, but Molotov to force Nissim back into the hut. Position out towards the doors. Reinforcements a little bit slow here for some of the NRG players, and as Nissim looks for this, Pro has now located him. Spotted him up. You got to pick your shots. You got to pick your battles, and swinging on in, it'll be Zotic with the Deagle to land the killing blow, but NRG were making sure there was no chance of losing that 3v1.
He's, what's the guy that's like, he's kind of a little bit mysterious?
Guy that's a little bit mysterious.
Okay, I'll hold that there for Nitro. Now, getting blasted by the flashes, wasn't really anticipating the speed in which they take that A side. Yeah, I'm not sure. I forget his name.
This could be a problem. This is a problem. This is devastating right now. They're finding nothing, Bro. Trying to recover. Transfer onto third. Made this workable. Dumao's low. And Nissim's pretty far afield, but Zotic might need to just get onto the stick. There's a kit right in front of him.
Got it.
That's been retrieved. I think he's just going to go for this.
He can't find the bomb.
Can't find the bomb. That is a critical part to sticking it.
It's a smoke spam he's hoping for, but he also can't track him inside the smoke, so it's going to be a little bit desperate to try and find these kills here. Running a little low on time. That smoke has now since faded, and he's going to try and hold on to his AWP to no avail. Dumao going to deal the finishing blow right there, and an Op is recovered off the back of that. We got an exit, we got a glass cannon Op. It's Shadow. Shadow.
You're going Shadow. Okay, alright, okay. I was thinking Knuckles maybe. There's a few mysterious characters, but Shadow works. XM certainly does as well. Looking like Big the Cat out here. And a sustained battle leaves Lux with less than full health. The bomb's dropped in lobby. They have to go back for it. And they may not have the numbers to do so. It's Nissim in secret, thinking, where the hell did my team go? They're vanishing.
Finding himself in fairly consistent clutch situations right now. It's another one of so much to clear towards that outer yard. At least get Sonic out of position, but he still knocks down the headshot. And NRG bounce right back with the auto shotty. They didn't throw the lurk smoke. Yeah, I mean, so full vision granted. They double up towards ramp because they know it's a fake towards the outer yard.
First one found. First domino falls. That's a little awkward, and Zotic burned out. Has to give them the opportunity to get in towards lower side. A second rifle could be retrieved if they want to take the time towards Unbreakable, but indeed they are. Sedzin's gained that.
Nissim snuck his way down the vents here, so he's in a big cutoff point in a 3v4, but so winnable for Legacy with the positioning.
Really strong control here, and Nissim's going to make the play as soon as he hears the noise towards vents. So it's about these secret players starting to pull them away, and they've done exactly that. A swing back in from Nitro, anticipating this spot. Dumao, though, rips ahead from shoulders, and time's going to be an issue as well. There's a kid on Zodic. Keep an eye on that if it gets dropped. The swing back around. They're trying to get this clear, trying to get this positioning. Sadsin tucks in towards the rat hole. Dumao playing close to the doors, trying to blind fire through it with great success. It's all onto Sadsin now. Do they know where he's gotten to? Now they do. Certainly. And that XM once again rings out, but they can't find the bomb. They can't. There's a kid. There is a kid. There's a kid on Zodic. Oh no! I said keep your eyes on it, and it costs them the round.
Terrorists win.
See how diligent they are at clearing this.
He's hearing them. He's hearing them. And they're not clearing them. Now he's got support as well. Once those smokes fade, Sadzin's in trouble. Knows that he's potentially getting wrapped upon, and indeed Sadzin gets run down. Meanwhile, the ramp player is able to fall, able to survive, able to stall. George just dropping flashes, trying to buy time for Nitro to get around and give him a little bit of ranged assistance, but Nitro cannot provide. Still standing around. They all line up, and George knocks everyone down. A collat with an MP9? Just about? You don't see that every day. Not enough.
Hey, this is the preparedness that I talked about out of Nitro. They avoid the flashes as well. Instant reaction on the molly, so the first volley of utility has to be separating this offense, but still able to sneak out as Lotto. He's in a great position now, has to react to all of the presence, and Dumao and Lotto are able to find the ground here on this A side. Bro trying to hold it together, but it's just the upper left here in Zodic, and another tricky 1v2.
This is a workable retake, and they've dropped. They've dropped, actually. This is interesting. Nissim, they've got full control upper, but they're trying to upset the expectations, and this is going to get real weird. Zodic seems to be anticipating this play. Because the bomb hasn't gone down just yet, he knew they were in motion.
Well, he's going to have to figure out a way to get involved in this one. He's starting to work his way towards the vents and quickly scale up, but
The flip side is you're never going to expect him to come down vent this late. I mean, even being disciplined from Zodic clearing this because he's thinking something weird is going on. I had the idea, but Lotto with the right gun out at the right time. You work your way as far into the corner as possible, and then when your vision clears, see what the hell's happening. It's a risk for sure, but this time it pays off. Nissim wins out his fight, but the Molotov gets revenge from the grave is Bro. Zodic trying to dance around behind that box.
just going blow for blow right now. NRG realizing the aggression is fast here. Nitro also spamming through the smoke, but Dumao tracks him here, and he is heated up. Another multi-kill round for him. Swinging the advantage. George has all of lobby under his lock and key, and Lotto going to fall from the top ropes there, trying to slide down the ladder. AK upgraded. And a chance for Sonic and George to make things happen here. But they're separated.
Sonic's really dug into this lower side, anticipating that because they've gotten that presence from George in lobby, they're going to head the other way, but Legacy are one step ahead of that.
It's going to be a struggle for Sonic to get involved in this retake here. George already on the scene, but a long rotation in has to be called out from Sonic, and George is going to have to do some work before Sonic can even get involved here. He does catch the opera off by surprise. Sadson falls, and now it's just Dumao on half health. He had to step up. He has a chance to now, but still yet to drop for George. Can he find his target in time? He does collect a headshot down to such low HP. Just needs to buy time for this defuse to roll on out. Flashbang goes in. He blinds himself, though. And there might be enough time here. It's going to come down to the wire, but I think Sonic's has it.
Yeah, just in the nick of. Going on it at the right time, right moment.
Good. Ooh,
Never
wow.
worried. Never worried, Sonic.
Ooh.
Dance around the boxes outside. Nitro is dead. That's just a hot peek coming out from Nissim. George will find one elsewhere, but George lost. You've got heavy presence outside, and they're going to need Sonic to come around to get vision on this. Zonic's committed lower. And he's making noise in doing so. Look at Dumao's just waiting for this.
Doesn't seem like there was a call out that he could already be down here, so he's going to have a deadly off angle. Zodic going to walk headfirst into it. Easy pickings. Didn't fully anticipate him to be so close around that corner, so patience paying off for Legacy right now.
Very caught off in that reposition. I look at the control they've got. They've got outside, they've got lower, they've got a player working their way in towards hell.
They're hearing Sonic make noise in heaven, but they're still hitting A. I think this is a big problem for Legacy right now. Maybe rushing the play, but they still have the firepower to bail them out. They should know that Sonic is around. Little teammate G there on the Nissim's head, but Lotto is connecting. 3 kills for him and dealing with the idea that these are early A plays, and then now you see Dumao taking advantage towards the out of yard. Mini split though, they are committed in this play. They've got to wait this smoke up, and Dumao able to thread in some aggression through Mini again. 5-7 looking deadly, but all angles attacked from here. Great flashbang though, Sonic able to slide up the vents, can't find more than one. It's just George left standing. 1v3, has to find all of his targets. Backs are turned, almost a chance there, but Lux will put it to rest and end off this half, knotted up at 6s.
6-all at the end. I mean, NRG, another hot start. We were thinking maybe they're just carrying over the momentum from Mirage. Not so much. Lux, he found out what's going on with his monitor. He figured it out. And now, doing a little bit of damage, a lot out of the dualies, but suddenly the kills start stacking up for NRG and falling from on high. There's just nobody left. Nissim might need to be the guardian angel in heaven. Oh, he's already dinked up, found one back the other way. Still a body shot or two will do him, and a headshot certainly will. But this is a really rumbling of the set. You've denied almost all information. They have control of A, but you can see they're trying to push in towards lobby just to give themselves a toes. Bro, he's not seen the toes. And now Zonic's so focused up top. Dumao has the chance to strike, and suddenly this is unraveling for NRG.
And they are left with kind of a last-ditch effort in towards this B side with a lot to clear out as well.
They're not going to expect Lux. They're not going to expect Lux. This is going to be the next surprise element. Dumao's distracting enough that when does Lux choose to activate? He hears them tapping on that bomb, gets it done. Nitro's able to at least bring that back. They've still got 30 seconds to work here, but they need to do damage, and Nitro finds one more. George anticipates, but he's dinked. Oh, 3 HP now for a duel with Nissim. And Nissim's already bringing the fight to him. Nicely done. Huge impact round again for Nissim, and now Dumao is certainly getting loud. $900 dues for each of those. $950 now, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're right. Extra fight. We'll see if he gets a chance though. Satin,
oh boy,
he's getting some confidence building kills right now. The Glock from range is going to take out Lux, and they're losing a little bit more than they would like. Anything extra from Sonic? The chase down coming through there. Is that the mag?
He's mag 7ing from that range. Oh my god, he's got it. Beautiful. Everyone knows that's the fight you want to take with the mag 7 is top silo. It's all good. Sometimes you get glocked, man.
He's been playing so good as well. Sometimes you do get glocked.
Chin up, King.
Dumao's, I mean, again, just
His
step
chin's up.
above here. Yeah, he has answered the call here for the squad. Said he needed to turn up a notch on Nuke if they wanted to avoid that 0-2 side of things, and they're doing just that. Lux also thriving in this environment. Another quick pick-off, and Nissim going to be in the danger zone for now. Close by rotation, trying to link up here in Sads, and he finally springs into action, gets his kill, gets out of dodge.
He's not in the danger zone, he is the danger.
It's looking real nice there. Parking lot. Some cars.
Crawling back in. This is where we began, and this is where we shall end. That's not where you want to be.
Oh.
Waters are not nice in that pool. They're stinky. They haven't been cleaned. Not well chlorinated.
It's not like those the Nuke waters there in the lower bomb site. Nice and blue.
Maybe slightly irradiated.
Yeah.
You know nothing surviving in there. Bro.
There's Sanson.
Entry. Dumao could be in trouble. Lato trying to close the door behind, but now they know, and it's getting very messy on the site indeed. But the messiness sometimes pays off for the T's. Down to the 2v2. Nissim. Oh, he's into the clutch, and Sonic just snaps around. No health to spare on Lux, and he needed a little bit more. Sonic nicely delivering again for NRG.
With electrolytes, yeah.
With
That's what electrolytes are.
yeah, they come from the radiation. Dumao looking electric in this one, light or not. That's tough. Yeah, you're gonna need to make some sort of a noise as well.
You're gonna break the glass on the roof here.
That's what he's doing as you time it up with the A exec so that the flashes come through. So Sonic's been able to work his way out. Nissim does not know he's here. Does he clear the box? The orange box.
I don't know if you do that here. Back to back.
Oh, no!
Right off. He doesn't get a kill. That's disastrous right there. Big missed opportunity, and Nissim going to capitalize. Cool idea, cool vision, but missed out on the execution. I'll put this round up in smokes.
You had the presence of mind for it. Opportunity for 2. Nitro's going to try and save this.
Double entry again, just fighting full force in towards lobby. Trade was attempted, not available when you're playing up against Jamal. Fast A play here potentially. Flashes smokes on in, but not so committed. They're looking for the delayed take here on the execution and trying to slide on into these openings. The Tech Nines have a lot of distance to cover here, but they're starting to find the entries from George. Needed another, because there's even more, but they go down the vents instead. They still leave a lurker in the upper side.
They gain the space. I don't know if they've kept track of where Sonic is. Sudson's making a ton of noise in doing so, so he's been heard. Timao's coming back to clear this. If he checks it... Sonic again caught on the timing, flat-footed, very awkward. Sudson tries to get through. How does he get away with that? Nitro, a little bit of a delayed response. Sonic's been able to slip up top, but now there's a player. Nowhere close. He'll have time at least to set up this 1v2. Timao trying to come fast into it. Flashbang dodged. Smoke behind him. Sonic is really committing into this angle, committing into this brawl. They're going to play together. Jump in to bait in his teammate. A selfless play to secure map point.
Higher approach on this AWP.
He's going to be able to see right over this now. Now he knows. He knows what their smoke wall looks like. And indeed, this time he's not going to be able to land the shot either, so they just go faster around him. Damage done, no kills just yet, but the different element here is that Lux is ready, and there's a player in towards Mini. Need this kill. The trade is there at least. But it is the back foot on for NRG and a really tough spot for them. They've gained purchase lower.
They've also got ramp control here, just now being taken by George. Can he get himself in a position to surprise? He hears Zadson on the rotate, prepares himself. Zadson walking into the angle, still wins it though. A difficult fight ahead from him. Needing to step up towards his closing statement. Provides what could be a round-saving shot right there.
Sometimes it helps to get a little bit of a mulligan.
There you go.
What I was saying earlier. A little bit of a mulligan. Sometimes you just need one. Nissim could lock this down, and will indeed. Bomb dropped. That's about all she wrote. Zodic will try and add an epilogue. But it's seeming like this story of Nuke has been told. Sonic creeping just under the lip. There is no support here for Nissim, so this is actually a nice way to take this fight. Nobody's here to help. He's going to be able to
off guard
first to the numbers. Sudson's trying to come into this. It'll be the player in towards Hut that he's got to contend with. Flashbang to try and give him the chance for the bomb plant. Lacto, though, wasn't blind. And so, no success. Legacy take us to a third map. Little stutter at the end there. But it's all good. We're getting our decider here, Cole.
Just one of those situations where, like you said, do you need it?
Now, that being said, I would like to announce the start of DARF Esports. We will be offering No Cries a 10-year contract with a $12 million buyout. Paying him a nickel a day.
Sounds like a good deal there out towards Log. See how they can hold things together. Surprising that no one in NRG's fallen just yet. And Sonic still able to stand and deliver. Smoke goes in to try and isolate these fights, and Nitro will be the first to fall on the CT side. Sonic feeling the pressure, but still kicking. Drawing in a lot of attention right now. Can't sustain the low HP bar here, and Bro trying to find a way to impact it around the smoke. But they've got him boxed in. The issue is they're a man down. So many low HP bars on the other squad, though.
They're just waiting for that first bit of contact to hit. And now they're going to start to group up and fight towards long. There's the spot. Sudson's seen him. Woo! Okay, Bro says you can see me. But seeing and shooting, those are different things. And now George is coming down that flank, so they have waited too long. And George can chime in for the last. So the trap is sprung. The flimsy box was strong enough to contain Legacy. Suboptimal for sure. Where is the scout? Ready for this? Exotic. Able to chime in with some body shots. Sonic following it up, but now out of the tunnels, no one was watching. They forgot that there were two approaches towards this B site, and that may have cost them in a big way. This bomb is now going down.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a case there of really choosing the worst of both worlds. I feel like for NRG, they don't really commit on the mid-side defense there, just throwing bodies at that problem. After a couple of round wins, every time at the end of it, it feels like Nissim is so vocal here. And as that B lurk, at the moment, he's going to have to bring in some influence. They get what they're hunting for, though. Bro does extend through middle and lose out on his life. Forces Nitro into a fight towards long, so a bit of an equalizer found. But you're still going to be feeling confident that the B side is the weak side.
I'm curious about the fact that Lux is coming back to this. He's containing, thinking that they might be going for the push, and he's read it right, but he's not anticipating how close they might be, so now the number's thinning up. Does mean they're going to come back towards B. George is just crossing and leaves himself totally exposed. Wow. 25 seconds on the clock, seems to have forgotten about Nissim.
Yeah, Legacy are still so diligent on the clear. Dumal waiting for the flanks! Flying by there onto the multi. Sonic can't quite land the trade, and it's over. Done and dusted. Well put together there by Legacy, and Dumal still being able to show that fierce form there. 26 health, finding 2 extra kills on his way throughout this round, and still has another chance on Exotic if they want to hunt. Started off this round low as well.
I mean, why not? You got cash to spare. Might as well give it a look, even if it's not such a good one.
Started off with a pistol win, without even the bomb plant to boot. Ends up being a 4-1 scoreline in favor of Legacy, and a fast long spawn here for Lotto, and he wins the duel there. Zonic sideline instantly. Timeout that you called heading into this round instantly into a 4v5 is not what you like to see there. Dumal looking to extend the advantage, and with the 4v5, just work on taking this map control.
It's an opportunity here off the Deagle. Flashbang doesn't land. Deep shot does. Nitro follows it up with the rifle, and suddenly this catwalk play is causing problems. They still want to pressure it, but the molly doesn't quite hit its spot, and that's going to cost Sadzin his life. They had the util, but now the bomb is committed. They're in real trouble in the Legacy camp. Otto trying to provide himself cover to get this bomb back. And he's done so with the smoke, but now that has drawn Nissim out and has allowed George the opportunity to take space in towards middle, but they can't. Sorry, in towards tunnels. They can't keep him out of middle is the problem, and it's Nissim again to be the difference maker.
And now George's flank might be nullified here. He does make it in time and does a little bit of damage, but he can't find the kills. Has to call upon his teammate to help him out. Smoke Spam's desperate.
Oh boy.
And Bro just can't connect. 2 low HP bars. But they're going to make it into the site with the bomb. Oh, smoke faded. Nissim still on the scene. He's going to catch it by surprise. Well handled there. Nissim continuing to surprise NRG in a 4v2 recovery. A chance to come alive for NRG, taken away from them. Constantly starting off these runs with damage for Sadzin. He's been able to find a couple of picks in this angle as well.
Sonic.
It's a good headshot angle, though.
It's a very nice angle. The fact that they finally killed Nissim just has to feel so good. He's just been the threat in the late round every time. Where you're like, we're in a great spot. Oh, nope, Nissim's killed 2. Uh-oh.
Oh, and Dumal's looking to make a play here. Timing's good. Sonic caught surprised, and there you go. It's going to be panic stations now here for NRG. They're on the A site already. Bomb's trying to join up here.
If they lose track of Lux, this is going to be such a backstab. They had an idea that he could be here, but he's playing it so much. And now when Lux activates, now there's contact on. Nobody's looking, nobody's watching, but George snaps his head around just in the nick of time. Could have been utter devastation. Now Nitro's still out towards long. He's expecting some sort of late lurk, but based on what they've seen from Lux, he should be aware that it's time to get focused on the A site itself. Swing on out for Lato. That is traded. It all falls to Sadzin. Does that positioning on the bomb, but a smoke's going to make his life that much more difficult. Tries to go ahead of it and finds the barrel of Sonic's rifle. NRG finally getting their second round on the board.
Good recovery, though, nonetheless, for NRG. Still able to survive with 3 alive. Another shot connecting from Sats, and he is unrelenting. Actually, that's Lotto who does the damage in this round. Either way, they're already up catwalk and instantly surprised Exotic. Molly damage is going to finish things off, and will they panic to try and trade this out? Flashbang high. Bro turning away here, but overlooked his bro. He lines him up and knocks him down. Looking for more now with the AK in hand. Spray down through the smoke. He does get finished off, but the damage certainly done.
And I mean, even further than just the kills, damage on Nissim, a little bit of a tag on Dalato as well. The bomb committed through that smoke. It's now being watched by Nitro. George, though, caught. Can't let Nissim back into the tunnels, it seems.
You don't have bomb, though, at least.
He powers up. Minute 10. There's plenty of time to put these pieces together. And Nissim is beginning his approach. It's going to take him the long way around. Smoke on towards the B doors. Seems a bit early. Lato playing the angle on his own. Great anticipation. Now you do have this player isolated. He still hasn't retrieved the C4. So Sonic's going to try and make the unexpected play close to it. Doesn't give up the tick. That was looking for the audio cue to confirm.
18 seconds left. They've yet to recover the bomb. This has to be an A play at this point.
It does. It does. They're going to commit. Sonic's still anticipating that second element to come through, but it's just not going to. Hits the first shot, but the trade is there. Molly at his feet, and Nissim just not missing. He's catching NRG off guard. Aggressive play here from Sonic.
Ooh.
Up over the top. Smoke didn't guys off that vision.
The Legacy Camp knows this. They know they likely don't have to deal with an op on this A side of the map at all. Sad's able to escape and still play his life. 4v5 going to lock in the digits here as well. Smoke goes down to contain the catwalk. NRG going to be put into another tricky situation with a man up here, but needing to capitalize on this advantage.
Nissim, though, out on catwalk is that first problem to solve, and so they choose to just avoid him.
Oh boy.
Heavy presence coming back in from long. Missed shot. No, it actually lands from Sadzin on the swing, and now the bodies are stacking up every which way. Sadzin can dip back in. So many swinging. It's on to Sonic, who just wants to back away and save. It's another brutal loss for NRG, and look at Nissim. He's already on the hunt. He's been the problem in so many of these rounds. We might as well call him Kiyashima. And Sonic's just trying to hold on to anything he can bring into the next round.
Oh. Be able to keep his AK, that's for sure here, but Nissim continuing to provide impact there. Sadson looking phenomenal with the AWP. Somehow manages to, and he lands another bit of damage. Sonic and George have not been able to play these rounds healthy.
NRG is saying there's no way we're letting Nissim
destroy us
right at the end. We are going to sprint through a Molotov to get this kill. But if you're Legacy, you know that means there's almost no presence elsewhere on the map. Bro, though, able to have impact even with that limited presence, comes in with the secondary on the deagle. Oh my goodness, health bars right down to the wire, but a round that NRG had to have, and they pull it off.
They don't allow for his lurks to thrive. And this time they smoke the cross. I think that's a good adjustment from NRG to allow for some of these key pieces to play the round healthy. And in fact, now Sonic and a little bit of help there from Sonic going to find the opener, but they lose their cap presence. It has to be a quick reaction from Nitro. He's ready to deal with the pressure, and he finds 2 quick kills here. Long is a vulnerability, though, and it's right back to evens now.
There always seems to be a gap. There always seems to be a gap. And Legacy have done such a great job of finding those gaps, of finding those exploits. Bomb now taken away. There is a kit on George. Creeping into Goose goes Lux. Sadzin tucked by the car. No more incendiaries. Smoke's available. They spotted the one. Need to have the awareness for Goose. Might expect a double long play based on this bomb plant. But no, they know. They just can't get the kills. Lux deals with both. And it is an immediate answer to any success from NRG. They are totally stymieing.
Do you have a good balance here? Look at Sadzin kind of as a sometimes chiller aspect. He does get loud as well, but Nifsum definitely relaxed and now going to look to speed things up a notch. Fast speed play to try and close off the half here. George alone with the MP9 has help though from Sonic. Trades available here. They don't smoke doors in time, so ends up being a firing range here for NRG to lock these down into a 4v1. Sadzin never a chance to stabilize here, so NRG going to get 4 on the half here. We'll see if that's enough.
Of one, Nissim really was the difference maker in so many of these rounds. Heavy long setup initially, but they've already disassembled it, and it seems like they may have been a little bit hasty in doing so here, Cole.
Sticking to Mao around here. One flash to rule them all here on the aggression, and lands effectively. Now the help starts to come through here, and Dumao thriving off the back of Sadson's utility. They're trying to isolate this player inside the pit. Dumao won't be able to walk away with anything extra, but does do a whole lot of time buying there and causing a bit of chaos in the NRG camp. Got a smoke and a molly left. The smoke just being tossed in towards CT, and Sonic on his lurk, still finding ways to impact here.
Flying up the ramp, they go. First hurdle overcome. Second pass with flying colors. It's George for both. And the bomb now being planted. Just Nissim. We talked about how much of a thorn he was in their side in the first half, but this one seems like it might just be too tough. Players are low, but he will never get a chance to see them. George with a nice 4-piece in the pistol, and NRG starting out on the right foot here.
Don't know which eye dominant I am. I think it's whatever. I have bad vision, so I think my right eye is a little bit better as well.
I'm right-handed, but I'm left eye dominant, and I don't know what I am with my feet. Haven't thought about that.
Looking dominant with the scout right now.
That's the right eye, I'll tell you that much. Whichever one he was using there, and this is looking like another disaster for NRG. They stumbled into the trap, and Dumal from behind the windshield has splattered them. The bomb is committed. If there was any hope, it's far gone. 5 players alive, and an absolute masterclass of a force buy might just be the nail in the coffin for NRG.
Yeah, that could just do it right there, man. Scout headshot flying by there. Smoke to cause so much disruption. Flash is following it up there. Everything he could ask for. Legacy walk away. Open up the B as a weak side here. I mean, Nissim's alone.
Well, kind of. Sutton's not too far away. Plato's not too far away either. And Nissim himself seems to be a whole lot more than just one man at times. Nissim dancing in and out of the smokes, and he'll stack up for who needs help? Who needs help when you're Nissim?
You want a guy that's just going to chill out and hold back while everyone else tries to get aggressive. You got your man there. And now they get to have a field day. Sads are going to feast with the MP9, try and farm up some op money, and he'll do just that. 3 kills with the MP9, stacking up the dough. We'll see if they win another flawless round. It'll be 3 in a row for them. The money is unbelievably strong.
The op is out. Nissim will keep to the MP9 because apparently that's all he needs. And they're going aggressive with this Lato with him. They want to go for the push in towards tunnels, so trying to offset expectations. Great success on it. Some damage taken, but they're happy to get away with the kill. Utility domed. Sonic can't really do anything about this, dancing between different nades. He's holding presence at least towards tunnels for the moment, but his teammates need to get themselves some kills. George does exactly that.
Oh, but there's still so much resistance here. Still going jump shots out of Lux. Whatever it takes to make things work. Flashbang will follow it up. No, it's a Molly here. Running a little bit low on HP, not expecting Nitro. He'll be able to track his aim within the confines of this smoke, and 2 teams with low HP bars trying to battle it out for this A side.
Sonic just wants to get back to help his team. He had to go around the world to do so, long rotation, so they stalled this bomb plant out a little bit to support. Suds in blind shots, unsuccessful, but they distract from Lato, creeping ever closer. That flashbang is lethal. George spots the next. Sonic is the quote-unquote healthy man, but neither of them's feeling too spry. And Lato with a path of smokes. Disguises
for long, but smoke
onto this defuse. He's just sticking it. He's just sticking it. And so they will stick and steal away the defuse to secure map and series point.
The op coming out for the first time out of Sadzin. Oh my god, Lux now ready to thrive here as well. Lines up a multi. So much damage done where Lato can then capitalize as well. Now you gotta walk into the op scope, and this one looking done and dusted all but over here unless George has anything left to say. A 1v4 bomb on the floor.
Whatever he has to say better be loud. Better be something indeed. Got the stickers on the gun. Got the AK in his hands, but it's all headshots that are going to be required, and op is the first face, and he will not get past that first hurdle. Legacy with a smackdown on Dusk 2, the reverse sweep, the 2-1 brought through. They found their footing, they found their voice, they found their noise, and they found their win here at the ESL Pro League.